Yeah. Hello everybody and welcome to our channel. Happy New Year. I'm sorry all the videos I've made I've not wished you guys Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Go smashing in 2022. Keep yourself happy. Watch over your loved ones in this tough time. And we'll surely scale through. Today I'm talking about Manchester United and the next line of action. What I'm going to say is Manchester United, it's a difficult situation at the moment because most of those players don't want to be at the football club. They don't. You could name Anthony Martial, Jesse Lingard, Mata, Matic, Van de Beek, Cavani, Henderson, Bailly, and I fully understand that. These guys, they were lied to by the previous manager. They were being told they'll be used and they were never used. They were being told they'll be used and they were never used, which is very bad. This is why you could get all the leaks, everything from the dressing room. It's very bad. Very bad for Manchester United. The standards have successfully dropped. We are now begging players to play for our club. It's disgraceful. Disgraceful. And can I say, this Manchester United board, they've always been incompetent, and I get it. I get your incompetence. I get it. But for the goodness of God and for God's sake, use your brains. Stop trying to link the past with the present. Stop it. Because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, the same mistake over and over again. We've said it at Manchester United. We, as fans, we want a reset. We don't want a plaster on an open wound. We want a reset. Let the man do his job, for goodness sake. For the love of God and for the sake of man, let this man do his job. It's as simple as it sounds. Why is Fletcher in his technical area? I know Ralf Rangnick. I know him. He loves to play with two midfielders, but he can never play with Matic and McTominay. Because his two midfielders, they must be energetic. They must be able to hold the ball, control the game, take care of the ball, don't give the ball away, and they must be able to press. Matic and McTominay are none of that. Matic has lost it. McTominay is not it. Why do we consistently keep picking players that are not good enough? They're not good enough. You've got Donny van de Beek, you've got Lingard on your bench, and you keep on picking players that are not good enough. McTominay puts in a shift against Burnley, and now you're playing him against Wolves. He puts in a good performance against Burnley, you play him against Wolves, and now you want to play him again. When players don't play well, you have to bench them and bring in someone who's willing to do the basic. Our players can't even pass a ball. It is appalling to watch. It's disgraceful. I don't know where Manchester United are heading to at the moment, but it's going to be a very long time before we get on the right track. Because the board are so obsessed with going back to history and doing what Sir Alex did. They want to find every avenue to get someone who played under Sir Alex to be in the dressing room, to control the players, to do all this kind of stuff. But football doesn't work like that anymore. We're not in the 20s. We're in the 21st century. You don't keep on linking yourself with history over and over again. The old days are gone. They're gone, and they're written in the good pages of history. Focus, jog on, use your brains, and just let the man do his job. Because at this point, it's incompetence on your part. We're making the same mistake we did under Mourinho, under Oli, and now we're doing it again. When you sack a manager, let the new one bring his own coaches in. Clear the old coaches out. That is what top clubs in Europe do. That's what they do. You can't keep on making the same mistake you've made over and over again, because it's insanity. That's being insane. I know most people, they'll be like, "Oh, you're just being so dramatic." It's the truth. We've blown top 4. We've blown it. It's sad to hear, but we've blown it. At the moment, you look at Arsenal, you look at Spurs. Those two haven't got European football. We want to get top 4. We're playing the Champions League. You're not going to be playing MK Dons every week. You're going to be playing top teams in Europe. Man United, just use your brain for God's sake. Use your brains for God's sake, the board. And sign a midfielder in January. We need a midfielder, seriously, if we're going to get top 4. And if we don't get top 4, things are going to get more worse. They are going to get more worse. And it sounds negative. It sounds full of negativity, but it's the truth. Things will get worse, because we're going into a summer where Donny van de Beek is gone, Pogba is gone, and we're left. Matic is gone. We're left with McTominay and Fred. McTominay and Fred don't even play for Liverpool. They won't even get near the bench at City. We need to sign midfielders. We need at least 2. And my ideal option, for now, I will go either of Hiadara, Kamara, those are my 2 options for now. Or Zakaria, that's a good option. I'll be honest, there are many midfield options there that you could go for. You just put your 10 million in there and you get them in. United, they just want to live under the shadow of, oh no, we don't want to spend too much money. We want to invest. There's no value in the market. No such thing that there's no value in the market. There is value in the market. That is a lazy man's word. There is value in the market. And that's it. Because at the end of the day, we'll be here come August and we're in the Conference League. Because at the moment, there's 6 teams better than us. Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal, West Ham. They're better than us. They play good football than us. They've got a better midfield than us. And it's very bitter to say, but it's the truth. That's it on the board. Now on the players. Ever since I've watched Manchester United as a kid, I've known the players of Manchester United. You fight for the badge. I've watched Roy Keane captain Manchester United. I know what it means for him to captain the club. I know what it means for the players to get behind your manager. But in a situation whereby, come 2022, you've got players who are leaking stuff out into the press, saying, literally undermining the manager. It's actually disgraceful, because these players, you're not even good enough. You're not good enough. So why are you wasting your time? You're not good enough. The dressing room, the atmosphere in the dressing room at the moment is bad. It's negative. It's full of players with cliques that they get on with each other very well. They form a section in the in the dressing room. And that's what I think. I think at the moment we need to we need to stop those cliques in the dressing room. I know it's very hard. It's a hard job, but most of those players, we need to stop those cliques. If you're not willing to fight for the badge, use the back door. And when you're using the back door, make sure you close it, because people are still coming behind you. Use the back door. You fight for the badge and you represent the club. You represent the club. I look at Manchester United players complaining now that they can't drive home at night, that they were driving in the dark. And I'm like, wait a minute. Can I get my head around here? We fans, we come to watch you at night, 8 o'clock. I know people in Manchester, they walk to Old Trafford, they walk back home in the dark. And you were complaining, oh, I can't drive home in the dark. I can't train till 5. I can't do this. I can't do that. Wait a minute. When did players start giving conditions to the manager? When did that happen? That's just everything we're saying. It's everything we're saying. Because at the moment, Manchester United, the players they are unrest. Like, the dressing room is in havoc. Those players are leaking stuff to the press. Rangnick has been only here for a month. For a month. And you already undermining him. Come on. Guys, you've got to do better. I understand most of you were lied to. Most of you were, the previous manager, he did that. I don't want to talk about him because he's gone. But the reality is, you are now under a new manager. Get your head down and go to work. Because that's what professionals do. That is what they do. They put their heads down and work. Don't come talk to me about energy, desire, and trust. Energy, desire, and trust in the basement. Flush it there. Fight for the badge. Fight for it. With commitment. With everything in you. And stop leaking things out in the press. Stop it. Stop. It's so sad, the situation Manchester United is in at the moment. You just lost to Wolves. Shut your gob. Shut it. Shut it. Go and re-strategize. Go and do the basics, and you'll be picked. And we're moving on from the players now. We're going to Manchester United Wolves reaction. I'm very sorry my reaction is coming late, but I have to do it now. We lost to Wolves because we don't have a good midfield. That is the reality. We don't have a good midfield. That's why we lost to Wolves. Wolves definitely played us off the park. They know our midfield is a disgrace. They know that. They know where to hold us. They know that those midfielders in Matic and McTominay, they are tall, they are slow, and they are tall, they are slow, and they can't increase the tempo of a game. They can't do it because they've passed it. McTominay is 25. He'll be 26 this year. He's not improved. I don't know what to say about McTominay. Matic is already considering retirement. Man's already old. So what I'm saying is, I just think at the moment Manchester United we're in a very, very, very bad situation. Bad situation. We lost to Wolves, 10 points from 15 for a manager that just came in. I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know, that's pretty good. That's over 75%. That's pretty good. And you know, most people are going to be, they're going to be like, oh no, Ralf, we never knew that. I will say my own. I think, my opinion is people are making decisions for Ralf Rangnick. Ralf Rangnick is being told to do certain things because we're a brand. We're a brand, we're not a football club. We don't run ourselves like a football club. We're a brand. It's disgraceful in the ears, but we're a brand, and that's the truth. We run ourselves like a brand. We don't do the basics as a football club, and we tend to satisfy players that are not good enough. I love Marcus Rashford as a player, but I've got to be honest. His performances of late, I don't know. It's very, very bad. I'll be honest with you. I know what Marcus could do at Manchester United. He's a lad who's got potential. He's got potential, Marcus. And I also think about players, what I also want to talk about Van de Beek. What does Donny Van de Beek have to do at Manchester United to get game time? That's my question. What does he have to do? Because we've tried with Tommy, we've tried Fred, we've tried Matic, Pogba is injured, and who's left? Van de Beek. And guess what? He doesn't get picked. What does he have to do to play games at United? What? Can someone explain to me what Van de Beek has to do to play football at United? What? I don't know what he has to do. The other midfielders have been inconsistent this season. Van de Beek, when he's come on, he's changed the game totally. Totally, he's changed the game, man. It's disgraceful. Out of over 445 Premier League minutes, Donny Van de Beek has only played 6 minutes. I think that's quite unfair for a player. It's disgraceful. It's absolutely disgraceful. And I don't know what Manchester United are doing. Because what I know about Ralf Rangnick is, Donny Van de Beek is the type of player Ralf Rangnick needs in his team. Because his midfield, he likes his midfield to have energy, to be able to increase the tempo of a game, the physicality. Do you know what I mean? And Van de Beek has all those qualities. I just think Van de Beek, he needs to play football for Manchester United. Because there is no manager in his right senses that would not play Van de Beek. There is none. Absolutely none. And I'll be honest with you guys, we're really going into a tough period now, where every game is a must-win game, because we've blown that chance. The only hope to get top 4, we've blown it. We've blown it. We've blown it. And now we have to go. We've made everything hard for us. Arsenal are playing European football. They're not. They're not playing European football, Arsenal. They're not. They've got a squad and they'll be consistent, Arsenal. The same for Spurs. Spurs are out of the Conference League. It's everything. Everything at the moment. But I think Man Utd will need to show some balls and do the needful. Don't forget, smash a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, like the video. Anything you want to contribute to the channel, put it in the link in the comments. The email is in the video description. Like the video, share it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget, The morning show is tomorrow as well. We'll talk transfers. And we'll go live by next week. Thank you.